Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. Well, almost Happy New Year. Well, it's depending on where you are. This is Kintu Martin Cowart, along with my son, Deriss Ben Cowart, two master manifestors here to usher us all into a new year of peace and prosperity. And I'm just so excited you decided to join us on this very special New Year's Eve celebration. Deriss, say hello and welcome everyone to our special live event this evening.
Hello and a happy new year. Um, those in the West, we are ahead of you. 6 hours gone, 7 hours.
8 hours.
We are we're already inside. We're already there. We've already seen what the year will, will be. We are blessed. And those in Africa, happy new year. You witnessed a good one. You had a good 2023. That's why you here. If it wasn't good, you wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. Welcome to the new year.
Yes, welcome to the new and welcome to the show. We're talking about manifesting.
Yeah.
And let's take a step back, son, and let's help people to understand a little bit what manifesting is, because it's a word that's used a lot out there today, and it's thrown around often and misused in a way that people doubt its reality. So I'm going to let you I'm going to let you talk a little bit about manifesting first and your experience of manifesting. And
Okay.
really, we're always, as you know, we're always manifesting. What we're talking about here is when you want the world or your world to be a certain way, or you want certain events to happen, like the fact that I didn't know I was going to be manifesting this time last year. I had no idea that I would be the father of this handsome man, and I have this great coaching partner, but I manifested it. He manifested it. And now we're here. So it's when you begin to realize that you can manifest with an intention. We actually create with our minds. Human beings have the power to create with our minds. If you've done any studying of the pyramids, you would learn that there's no way we understand from any, there's no way physically they could have built the pyramids in that day and time, but they did it with their minds. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Um, so let me that's really what we're talking about a little bit, is what manifesting is, and then we're going to go through a manifesting prayer, a meditation, probably about 20 minutes. Maybe we've got a couple of hours, son. What do you think we ought to maybe do kind of an hour and then come back and do another hour cycle unless people want to sort of stop in and drop in and say hello? What do you
Yes.
think about that, son? Okay,
Yes.
let's do that. So why don't you that's a little bit what I've got on manifesting. Why don't you talk a little bit about manifesting and how manifesting has shown up in your life recently with
Okay.
intention?
Okay. Thank you so much. I've experienced in the past month what is the real meaning of manifestation, because so much has happened when I got to understand what manifestation is. Manifestation is bringing the ideas in your head to reality. It is believing and accepting what the universe is having for you. Because if you start believing in it, it is real. It is real. My life. First of all, and like subconsciously, I manifested for the relationship between me and my dad and my brother, and the good relationship. Because many years ago, when I lost my dad, I always wished that if there can come a time when I can have someone in my life, I call dad again, because there is so much I wanted to talk to him about. If something wrong happened to me, I would talk to myself and say, if he was around, maybe I would tell him this. If I had someone called dad, I would tell him this. He would maybe advise me some way. I always manifested for a dad, and I got one. Recently, when I got the relationship between, like the relationship of my father, when we got together, so much happened. I wanted, I always missed my kids because I'm not with them. And I wanted one time maybe I can, you know, uh, tell him I have my kids and my grandkids. It happened that they were not living together, but I manifested for their union. So it happened that I talked to my dad, and it came with ease. I want
Mhm.
to have something to join them. It came with ease. It was manifested. I talked to my dad, and things happened without any difficulties, because I didn't put myself on pressure that I wanted it. I wanted it to happen, but I let it be naturally. I didn't force it. Then
Yeah.
that has happened. I always, like when they got it sick, I always manifested for their well-being. And whenever, in the past month, whenever it happened, like they're sick, just out of the blue, the money comes and they get well. So much has happened, from
Right.
money. Uh,
When let me just interject one little thing in there. When what we're saying and what we know to be true is when you get out of trying to, the universe has got everything. It's happening out there. I mean, there's what you do and what's happening in the universe are really arbitrary,
yes,
and you're also in control of everything that's happening, because whatever you're thinking is what you're going to make happen, which is really hard for people to understand. They think it's about what they're doing, but actually it's what you're thinking. Because what you're thinking is what's required, is what's happening is it's creating an energy field within you. And if you're thinking a positive vibration, if you're thinking of a high frequency of love and wanting something good to happen, that's the universe, because the universe is kind of conspiring with us to create good things. The universe brought us here to have happy, meaningful lives. It's yearning to support us. We just need to get out of the way and let the universe come to us, and then accept it with love and acceptance. And I'm amazed as Martin has gotten out of the way and allowed the universe to actually make Martin, the ego, has become the servant of the universe. So the universe is what's speaking now. Although right now I'm struggling, I can tell Martin's trying to figure this thing out. But if I could just get out of the way a little bit, I'll let the universe speak, because when she can speak for herself and she can tell you, you are a loved person. If you're a human being, you are loved. You are loved. And if you think you're anything else but that unconditional loving energy of the universe, you're not thinking big enough, because that's what we are. We are that unconditional energy force. That's the life force within us. And when we become aware of that life force, then we can begin to channel it through our use of our mind to create the world we want to live in for ourselves and for others. And that's why we're manifesting peace. If we can get peace on the inside of ourselves, we can create. That's where we live. We live inside our own internal landscape. And if we're not in peace in here, we're not going to be at peace out there. But if we're in peace in here, we're going to be in peace wherever we go. And when we're at peace wherever we go, then we can begin to attract and bring more like peaceful seeking people into our field of consciousness. So I didn't mean to get too far off on a tangent, but I tend to do that. I'll let you bring us back to some reality. But the reality is that we created those events because that's what the universe wants. And the universe is not something that's out there. The universe is all here within us. We are the universe itself, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about it, that's what, like as I said, it's bringing your thinking into reality. You think about something, you create it, because whatever is happening, whatever has ever happened in this world, it was a thought at one time. Someone
Right.
thought about solving something, and when they thought about it, they created it, and it came to be. So where you got to think about it, then you create it. That's how you manifest for things. There's something you want to solve. You want to solve something, and when you're thinking about it, then that's when you bring it to reality. That is manifestation. That is, in short, that is manifestation. You think about it, and then you create it, and it comes with ease most of the times, because the idea that comes first, there are other ideas that come along with it to help you create what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
So you do not force it. There's no way you can force it. It comes natural. Natural.
And
You have
it,
come to solve, you thought about it, then the other solutions come along with it. How are you going to come about it? Yes.
yes, and really trusting in that, in the power of the universe herself, in that creative power, that in that energetic field, the field of infinite potential, the field of the quantum field, the kingdom of heaven, whatever it's called. Jesus was a revolutionary teacher of manifesting. They didn't call it manifesting back 2,000 years ago. They called it co-creating. He's what we're going to co-create, come into the kingdom of heaven, into this higher realm of consciousness, of non-duality, where we can actually create a world of the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It is here. You don't have to wait. It's here now. And you just gotta get out of your own way and allow the universe. But everything is totally upside down from what the human mind believes, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. When like the human mind, by the way, it is the factor of everything. If you it is the factor of everything. The way how we move forward, it is in the, what can keep you behind is in the mind. So if you accept and believe that you can not do something, you won't do it. But if you believe and accept that you can do it, you will create something. Just believe that you will create something. People that have moved forward, people that have created great stuff, people that have ruled this world, they believed in themselves. They thought about something and they created it. The good and the bad people. The Barack
That is
Obama.
true. That is true. And
Yes,
you know, it's like if you think bad thoughts, if you want to be a dictator and you want to be someone, you can create that world. And sometimes you can get people to go along with you. And all of a sudden now you've got a cult. And now you've got a power structure. We've got that problem in our country right now. We have an ex-president who doesn't who wants to be a dictator. And he didn't want to leave office, and he staged a coup against the United States government. And there are people with him around him who still like to this day to take over and run the country from an authoritarian perspective. That's someone who's that's what this guy's manifested, and that's what he's created.
yes,
And the thing is that people have, and he's attracted people to him who like that sort of dark, negative behavior. That's something they're attracted to. And there are, and that's all over the world right now. There are people who are attracted to dark energies, evil energies, and that's how they come into places of power. Which brings up the conversation today that if we want to manifest a world of peace and prosperity for everyone to enjoy, then we need to begin to think about that, and we need to be talking about that, and we need to bring up awareness around that, and we need to be that light so that we manifest that world out there, so that we are standing up for the world of truth and the world of prosperity, the world of abundance. But we have to stand up for that. We have to go out and we have to speak to that and actually create that and talk about what we want in the world and really not be so concerned about what anyone else is doing. You know, it's none
That's
of my business really what the MAGA Republicans are doing. Or that's if that's what they want to do. That's it's painful. It's painful for a lot of people, but the only thing I can do to change it is to begin to talk about another way of living, another way of seeing the world, another way of coming up in the world and getting enough people to manifest that reality. So that's what we're here to do tonight. We're here to think about what would a world look like if we didn't have dictators? What would the world look like if we had people who were in positions of power who are also manifestors, who are also here trying to create a world that's better for everyone to live in? What do you think about that? In Africa, for example, I can't. There are not very many. There are not many. There are not very many leaders in power in Africa, or in a lot of places of the country who didn't get there on the backs of other people. And what we're talking about is what if we had Africa full of self-made millionaires and America full of self-made millionaires? Self-made millionaires are millionaires like Oprah Winfrey who made money, who manifested money for the betterment of the world. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about manifesting money for the betterment of the world. That's prosperity. That's abundance. That's living in the gifts of the world. So I want to hear a little bit. I talk too much. Your dad's been around for a while.
it's
I want
okay.
I want to hear from you because I want to hear some of those wonderful ideas from you. You know, I wonder if you do something here. You
Yes.
wrote a beautiful piece today about your 2023. Would you feel open to reading that to the public? I'd love to hear you read it. I read it and it was just beautiful, son. If you feel it within you, it's a beautiful way to start with what you're grateful for in 2023. And before we get to 2024, would you feel comfortable reading that?
No problem. I can read it.
I would love that.
Okay, let me read it. Let me get it out. Um, okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. But your video's not your. I can't see your video. But that's
Um,
okay if you want to just read it. That's okay too.
oh, let me read it. Uh, as the curtains fall on 2023, my heart overflows with gratitude for the blessings and beautiful souls that have graced my journey. Deriss has been Cowart, the Chief Public Relations Officer of Diamond Mine Academy, and I've cherished this year for the goodness it has bestowed upon me. Foremost among the treasures are my dad, Kintu Cowart, whose unconditional love has been a transformative force, reshaping the very essence of my life. Alongside him, my beloved brother, Khalid Shaban bin Kawat, adds warmth to the familial embrace. In this tale of connection, Abba King plays a pivotal role, bringing us together in a symphony of shared love and understanding. The echoes of gratitude resonate. Reuniting with my kids has been a joyous chapter, and the introduction to my dad has woven familiar bonds tighter. In the realm of self discovery, the art of manifesting has been revelation, turning aspirations into tangible realities. Guided by the wisdom of my father, I've embarked on the journey of a life coach, a calling etched into the very fabric of my being. Sharing these insights with fellow Africans, encouraging a shift in their perspectives, has been a lifelong mission close to my heart. As we step into the canvas of 2024, I humbly beseech the Creator for pure hearts in every human being, nurturing a spirit of unconditional love. May the new year unfold with joy, prosperity, and boundless happiness for all. Wishes. Warm wishes to
I
2020.
love that, and I was so. Uh, it just made my heart open up when I read that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of the. I know you had a little help from Chat GPT. Tell me a little
Mm,
bit about, you know, you're Ugandan, and you
yes.
speak English beautifully. It's a little challenging sometimes for you to write it, but talk a little bit about maybe being grateful for Chat GPT and helping you be able to write English, and share a little bit about that in your
Uh,
journey of 2023.
when I was still in senior one, there's a phrase that is when we're learning some skills in computer, they tell us garbage in, garbage out. What you give the computer is what comes out. So the ideas come from me, and that's what it came out. ChatGPT added the beautiful words, the terms, some of the terms, but it's almost exactly what I gave it to write for me, because uh, the relationship I'm talking about comes from my heart. It has happened. It has been shaped by the universe. That's what I can say, because
Yeah.
uh, the relationship that is there, it's beautiful, and I love it. I love my dad. I love my brother Khalid. I love Abba Henry King, who has made me, because he was there to think about me, that I needed help. He knew what was going on the ground here in the camp. So he said I needed help. And that's what happened. He connected me to my dad, Kintu Cowart, and the rest is history. So I'm so grateful. And whatever has happened afterwards, it's bringing joy in my life and even the people around me. So I'm so grateful. That's what I can say.
And gratitude is the key to the whole energy lift, isn't it? Because
Yes,
what it is, we want to be raising everything in the world can be understood by energy, uh,
yes,
energy, frequency, and vibration. Those three factors, where everything is energy, vibrating at various frequency.
mm,
The vibration of unconditional love energy is the highest frequency. It is the creative frequency, but it is also the frequency of what we are. We are that same vibration. And
yes,
what we want to do when we get into that zone of genius, we want to turn up the dial and align ourselves with that positive energy flow. And anything that comes into our world that's a negative, that's gonna pull from it, we want to let that go. We want to, okay, we might want to feel the fear. We might want to feel we don't want to put down any energies that are coming up in our bodies. Sometimes we'll feel fear for no reason. The idea is to let that fear come up, feel it, and
yes,
then transmute it into something else. Really feel it, because it's there we feel our way into the future. So if we're feeling low and depressed, we don't push it away. We actually feel it, and we love it. And as you love it, it begins to your heart kind of surrounds it, and all of a sudden that energy field has turned into something positive.
yeah.
It truly is like magic, isn't it?
Yes, because I want to say something that
Absolutely.
if there was no pain, we wouldn't know the meaning of happiness. So when the pain comes and we feel it, then we replace it with love and joy. So we feel first, that's such that we get to know the meaning of happiness. It has been there. If there was no struggling, we wouldn't be grateful for the fruits that come out of struggling. We would just take it for granted. Some
Mm-hmm.
people are born rich, so some of them they don't take like the meaning to it. They don't take it serious. They are born rich,
Mm-hmm.
money, and they don't take it serious. But someone who has ever spent a night or a day without food, when they get money, they know what it feels. So they always give out. Let some of those, the rich people that maybe have a heart, have understood. Some do understand. There are some people that are born
Mm-hmm.
rich, understand because they've seen people that go through that. But there are those that ask even one person asked the other person, another person, someone told some person that there are people that go without food, and the other one was real arguing, saying no, it is impossible, there is no one in this world that can go without food. They told him it is true, there are people that spend days without food. So the other person didn't know, because he was rich, he did not understand what spending a night or a day without something to eat feels like. So he was saying, no, it is impossible. But those that feel it, they appreciate it. And the person that has taken that road, where they've spent some time without anything in the stomach, that is one person that can understand how it feels like. So it is better to feel that pain and then embrace it, then you replace it with joy. You will know the true meaning of joy and happiness. I know
Yeah,
it because I've gone through turmoil, I've gone through agony. I know what love is, I know what greatness, like being loved, feels like. I feel it now because I've ever experienced the other side, and I'm so
yeah,
grateful.
yeah. It's really like you don't necessarily all have to go live in poverty to understand it. You can you can actually exercise empathy. But there's an old statement: it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven.
Yes.
And what that means, from my perspective, is that you can't get into the kingdom of heaven if you're attached to anything
Yes.
in the material world, because you can't. Because the kingdom of heaven is spirit. We are spirit. And in order for us to go into the world of spirit, we have to really let go of every thread of belief, every opinion, every judgment we have about the past, so we can get really present to the present moment. And it's really hard for rich people to let go and be present because they're so afraid they're going to lose something.
Yes.
Uh, Somebody's going to take something away. And that's sad, really. Um, But the reality is that there's nothing to be taken away because we don't really own anything in the first place. Everything belongs to the universe. We're just
Yes.
here to use it, and we don't want to be greedy. So if we're not greedy and we're just appreciative of it and grateful for what we have to use, we'll find we've got more than enough. There's no reason to be greedy because we already have everything we could possibly want. It's that sense of not having, it's that sense of lack. And it has nothing to do with how much money you have.
Exactly.
I know people who got more money than they could spend in 10 lifetimes and they're miserable.
Yeah.
I've had a friend that was worth millions of dollars and he died alcoholic, and he was very unhappy most of his life because he just felt like he never could make enough money to make his mother love him. And here he
What?
had more money than anybody I know, but it's never about the money. It's about their belief in yourself that you're worthy of
Exactly.
love. It's like, and so a lot of rich people, they don't think they're worthy. If they didn't have their money, they wouldn't be worthy of love. They hang on to that money so tightly because that gives them a sense of importance and a sense of value. But it's not going to give you a sense of happiness and fulfillment. That's a much easier route than
Mhm.
the one that most people are already on. You know,
Yes.
that's a beautiful piece. Well, it's about 30 minutes in. Would you like to? Why don't we lead about a 20-minute meditation today?
Yes.
You want to lead? Why don't you lead us into a 20-minute um, manifesting meditation? You lead us in. I might come in a little bit and add a few things, but why don't you get us into the zone? And if
Okay.
people have not ever, just follow along.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna just Darius is going to take us into a guided meditation, and he's brilliant at doing this. Just let go of any resistance. And if you've never meditated before, just think about being still and listening
Okay.
and being in the moment, and let Deriss guide us both. I'm just looking forward to this manifestation, and we'll manifest ourselves right up to the new year here in the United States. Okay, Deriss, take it away.
Okay. So much. Wherever you are, sit back and relax. You can close the eyes if you're in a position to. Just clear your mind. Quieten your mind. Relax your body. Quieten your mind. Relax your body. When you close the eyes, it feels better. Concentrate. Just live in this moment. First, forget any surrounding. Relax the body. Quieten your mind. Relax the body and quieten your mind. You can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in another time, in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Relax the body and quieten your mind. Forget about the surrounding. Feel that moment. Feel this moment. Don't think about anything. Clear your mind. Clear your body. Let your mind free. Let your mind free. Quieten it. Relax your body. Relax your body. As you've entered this year, this new year, wish for a new beginning. Wish for everything. Clear that page. Start the new page. If there is anything, that you feel needs to be rectified, this is the time. This is the moment to find a solution to it. What you think is what you create. Think about it. Analyze it. Ask yourself what it is, how you are going to go about it. So quieten that mind. Feel that moment. Feel this moment. This is the time when you're going to find the solution to that challenge you have. There's that unfinished something, that unfinished business that you want to accomplish. It has given you a headache in the past year. This is the moment. This is the moment to find a solution to it. You have to get over it. You have to find a solution to that challenge. So think about it, analyze it, look into it so well. Think about it. When you think about it, that's how you're going to create a solution to it. And believe it is you, the creator. We are the very universe. So we can create. We can create. And when you enter into your zone of genius, that zone, you can do anything. So believe you're going to do it. Look into that challenge. It might not be one, there might be many. Try to think about one by one. Feel it. Relax. Don't panic in the mind. Don't panic in your mind. Sit still. Think about it. Analyze it. Because you are now in the moment where you can find solutions to it. you can find solutions to that challenge you are facing. Anything I want to mention, anything. There is somewhere you want to go. There is some level you want to reach. Think about it. You want a promotion. Think about it. How are you going to go about that? You want to start a company. Think about it. How are you going to go about it? Because you are the very universe that can reach where you want to reach. It is you, no one else. Opportunities might be laid, might be brought to you. It takes you to stand up and do something. So you got to find the way how you're going to do it. So find a solution to that challenge you're having. If you want to improve about something, you want to improve something, think about how you're going to do it. It's a new year. You are in a new year. So you are going to do it. You want a new beginning. You want a new job. You want to go to a new place. You want to visit some place. It is right now to think about it, analyze it, and find how you are going to go about that. You have a business, things are not moving on well. You might not want to let go of that business and do something else. You want to improve it. This is the time. Sit still, relax your body, and quieten your mind. Enter into your zone of genius, that zone where all solutions to all challenges are found. Think about what you can do. There was a day when you came up with the idea of starting that business. Unconsciously or subconsciously, you entered into your zone of genius and came up with that idea. You thought about it and you created it. It is time to improve that business. Things might not be moving the way you wanted them to move. What went wrong? Ask yourself. If it is a person to consult, it is the time to think about that person who will get you out of that ditch. Think about that. This is the time to think about that. What will make that business improve? What will bring out to that idea you're having? This is the time. It might be a computer program. It might be an app. It might be starting a business. It might be moving to a new place, having a new beginning. This is the right time to think about that. It is the time to think about that. Enter into your zone of genius and start creating that. You will create something bigger because each and every day that passes, we want to be better versions of ourselves. We want to be better versions of ourselves. So, how do we become better versions? We think about the ideas that can make us great, that can make us different people in a good way. So, think about that challenge you're having. Think about the transformation you're thinking about. What do you want to change in you? What do you want to throw out that is not hopeful? Throw it out and bring in ideas that are going to build your career, your life. It might be a relationship. Is your partner the right person to take you forward? You might have thought about it for a longer time. Make a decision. If it is correct to them, if it is talking to them and they change to betterment of your relationship, this is the right time. Think about it. Are they dragging you behind? Are they moving you forward? They might be the right person, but you have not yet figured out how you're going to go about it. There are wrangles between you, but you feel it is the right person. So you got to take a move. Don't be afraid, because what you think is what you create. Think about that relationship. You've been in an and you are now in a new year. If that relationship is making you lag behind, you got to think about it. It is your decision. It is your relationship. No one is going to correct it for you. You got to correct it yourself. You got to take a bold move. Any journey starts with one step. If you do not start, you will remain in the same place. If you do not move, you will remain in the same position. So if you want to reach somewhere, you got to take a step. You've got to take a step. Be bold enough, because it is your life. No one is going to change it for you. You've got to change it yourself. You are in that position at work. You want an improvement. You want your boss to be proud of you. What do you have to do to become what you want? Think about it and create what you want to become, because you create yourself. It takes you to drag a goat to the bush, but you don't force it to eat. It eats by itself. So you've been given an opportunity to show your skills. Think about how you're going to show your skills and satisfy those that expect you to do something. So you got to think about, you got to, don't lag behind. Tell yourself you can do. Enter into that and come up with brilliant ideas that are going to make you a better version of yourself in this year. You can do it. People that did were not different from what was different about them. They thought about become, and they became what they wanted. It's your time. It's your moment. Take a move. Take a step. Don't lag behind. You have what it takes. You have what it takes to become what you want. So take a step. Think about to become. The good thing, you are here, and you might not have gotten to know how you're going to do it, but think about how you're going to become what you want to become. You will you'll take a step, you take move, and you'll become that better version of yourself. So let's take a moment of silence. Thinking about that become. How you going to dive deep that zone within you, and the best solutions to that, the challenges you are facing. the best solutions you to become what you want to become. Pick out that vision of you where this year. Pick out that very best of you from there, from yes, and put it on. Pack your shoot, pack your suitcase, and become what. Take a step, take a move, start. It is now or never. Take a move, take a step. Think about that. How are you going to be that better version of yourself? You can do it. The moment I decided to accept to move from the Kakuma refugee camp and go, my dad wanted me to be to a safe place, I took a step, and the change in me is big. The version I am right now is different from what I was ago. So you got to take a step. It is you, no one else. No one will walk your walk. It is you who is going to do it. It takes you to let go of the fear, to let go of any negativities, that inferiority complex in you that tells you might not be able. Just let it go and try. You won't know that you are able or you're not if you do not try it. So take a step. Believe you can do it, and it will happen. Keep on manifesting for great stuff, for great things, positive things. You will become a better version of yourself. So let's take a moment of silence where diving deep into that. Let it sink in. Okay, you can come back. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before we get back too far, let's go back in there again, okay?
Okay.
Let me guide us back a little bit deeper. I thought that was beautiful. But it's about 12 minutes before midnight here in the United States. And I'm going to invite us to go a little bit deeper. Deriss invited us to quiet the mind, open the heart, and let go. And think about what you want to create. What do you want to create in the new year? Do you want to create a thriving business? Do you want to create an intimate relationship? Do you want to manifest a new place to live? I'm manifesting my son Deriss and his brother and his partner, my partner Abba, to come to the United States because that's where I want them to live. We want to live together. I'm manifesting a home here for my family, our family. So I'm very clear. This is what we want for the year. We want a wonderful home so that I can raise my sons. And as any father would want, I want to be the best version of me to help them become the best version of themselves. So I'm manifesting my family here. I'm manifesting my family to resettle in the United States. because that's where we want to live together and enjoy our lives. So I think every day I begin to imagine them being here, doing simple things, fixing breakfast together, sitting around the kitchen table and just talking. I begin to imagine those things happening. And when I imagine them and I actually see the details, I begin to feel so good that it's like it's already happening. And that's my invitation to all of you out there who are sitting listening to this manifestation meditation. Think about what it is you want for yourself this year to make you truly happy. Do the things that make you feel good. Feel our way into the future. And if we feel negative, we're going to feel our way into a negative future. But if we feel positive, we feel optimistic. We feel optimistic. We can't just make affirmation statements like I'm a millionaire and expect $1 million to sort of vanish and miraculously appear from the sky. It doesn't really quite work that way. But if I want to live in a world of abundance and prosperity, I begin to imagine what that would look like. One of the ways it looks like is having my family live here with me in West Orange. And all of a sudden the people begin to come into our world, the people we need to help us out and to attract, and the path here begin to open up. Life begins to come to us when we're still and we just listen and open our hearts and trust the universe to be there for us. That's what manifesting is. It's built a lot on trust. Trusting yourself, trusting others. Trusting that that same loving energy that's within me is within the other, and we're connecting in that energy field to manifest a bigger collective, a world of peace. So I'm going to invite us to go back in for a few minutes more and just breathe out. And on the out breath, breathe all the way out to the point where you can actually feel something in your body, in your belly. Feel it. Feel whatever you're feeling. Begin to feel around in your body. Make a conscious effort to shift from the thinking and the doing mind to the feeling and the being. We are human beings. We're not human doers. We're human beings. So we be still and we create with the power of our mind. So from that place of deep stillness, from that place of deep peace, Deriss took us to in that zone of genius, where there's only peace and compassion and understanding and kindness, loving kindness. We know we're there because we just feel so positive about everything. Because the universe is something to be excited about. And you can see it from the eyes of the universe. It's all about the eyes in which we see. So I invite you to open your heart, quiet your mind, and feel a little bit deeper inside. Scan your body, starting with your scalp, moving down to your face, your eyes. Relax your eyes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take you on a full body between now and the top of the hour, the stroke of midnight. We're going to get into a deeper state of relaxation using the Jose Silva method. This is 3, 2, 1. We're going to start by asking you to imagine and think in the mind the number 3, 3 times. And as you're thinking of the number 3, I want you just to breathe naturally Come into this space and breathe out and say, that's what it feels like to be relaxed at a relaxed state of 3. I am in a healthy, relaxed state of 3. And to help you get into a deeper state, I'm going to ask you to scan your body, starting with your scalp. Relax your scalp. I'm going to take you through all of your body parts. Well, not every body part, but a few of them. And invite you just to put your awareness on that and relax it. Where we put our awareness is where we put our focus, is where we are. So bring your awareness to this moment and let go of everything else. And breathe deeply till you can feel something. Feel the area around your heart. Now going back up to the top of your head, relax your scalp. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyelids. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Become aware of your body, the energy within your body. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out a little longer in the mouth. And as your belly empties, feel what it feels like in your belly right now. On the inside and the outside. Feel your chest on the inside and the outside. It's just coming on down. Feel your pelvis. Feel your butt. Feel your legs. Relax them. Relax your knees. Relax your legs. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. Relax your toes. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing in energy up through your butt, through the belly, through the heart space, through the throat, to the head, to the top of your head. Breathe everything up. And then let everything go. And create some energy flowing up your spinal column from your root chakra, sitting in the chair or the cushion. Breathe up the energy all the way up through your belly. Breathe it up to the top of your head and just let it go. And just become aware there's an energy field. Feel the energy in your body, in your fingertips, in your toes. And be light with it. You're now at a relaxed state of 3. We're going to take you even deeper into a more relaxed state of 2. By visualizing on some beautiful place you like to go. Some serene place. For me, it's like an enchanted forest. I find myself at the gateway, looking into a forest along a path. And I begin to wander into that forest, deeper and deeper and deeper. Until I get lost in the sounds of nature and silence. And I can feel the presence of the trees, the flowers, the four-leggeds, the birds. Feel the presence, the loving presence of the universe inside of you and outside of you. Become one with it and just let go. In a moment, we're going to take ourselves a little bit deeper into a relaxed state of 1, the most relaxed state. a statement in which you can do anything. Anything is possible if it's for the betterment of others. All manifestation is for the betterment of the world. It is an act of service. It is a realization that we humans are here to serve the universe. And I see we are now in the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. In America, it's 2024. Just let go and find yourself floating in spiritual loving awareness as we usher in the new year on planet Earth. So I'm going to be quiet and allow us just to sit in silence for a little while. In your mind, think of what a world of peace and prosperity would look like. Begin to feel your way towards it. Feel your way towards a world without worry, without doubt, without fear. And imagine yourself living in that world. Imagine everyone living in that world of peace and prosperity. And let's make it happen. Before we come back, I want to invite you to just look around. Look at anything you might be holding on to. Maybe some doubt, maybe some fear, maybe some self-doubt. There's a belief about yourself. I know there was a belief about me of unworthiness that I needed to let go of so that I know that I'm worthy. And that's one of the things that I let go of. What I let go of is judgment. I can't love and judge at the same time. So if I let go of the judgment, I'm left with love. When I'm left with love, I'm left with positive energy. I am positivity. I am love. So let go of any judgments you have about yourself or others. Let go of any judgments or beliefs you have about this manifesting work. It doesn't matter. It works if you want it to work. So the invitation as we go out of the old year and into the new is to let go, consciously let go of something that's been standing in your way. Some belief, some old deep belief. It's usually, the shadow usually works in some form of not enough. Not smart enough, not looking enough, not healthy enough, not rich enough. My invitation is to let go of the scarcity mindset. Your heart to the truth. Open your heart to the truth that you have everything you possibly could ever want right there within your very own heart. Open yourself up to the truth of who you are. Let go of the false identity that you're just this single human being, own journey to prove something to somebody. Because that's not what's going on at all. We are all part of one big heartbeat, one big energy field. That energy field is the universe herself. Allow yourself to fall back into her arms and know you are loved and know you are held. Know who you are. I am the universe. You are the universe. We are the universe. Love. I love you so much. So just be still in that truth and feel the power, unconditional love radiating through your body. Allow yourself to feel yourself. An overflowing of love and prosperity and light. Feel it. Feel the love within your heart. Connect with it. Find it. Connect with it. Be with it. And let her love you. Open your heart. The universe is yearning to love you. Secret path to success in all endeavors is self-love. Financial success, relationship success, is all rooted in self-love. loving yourself and loving your neighbor. Live in that vibrational frequency. You can manifest anything that you want. To love your neighbor, to love yourself, and to love your God, to love your neighbor as yourself. That's the way. That is the path. That unconditional loving energy. Sit in that energy. Feel that energy. And let her love you. And let it just flow up, out, and into the world. I am the universe. You are the universe. We are the universe. Let go and trust in the universe to love you and hold you and keep you. And bring you and your family and your loved ones into a world of abundance and prosperity in the new year. Step into that reality. Step into that truth that I am worthy. I am the powerful, loving universe, creator of all things. I am loving awareness. And I am aware of all things. And I love all things. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. It's a mantra I often use to get me deeper inside, to remind myself of who I am. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. Mm-hmm. And that feels good. It feels good to be aware of who I am and feel it. Feel it inside of you. Feel it all around you. If you let go, you'll feel your way into finding you're just in a vast sea of loving, aware energy. Be in that energy. Be still and listen and know that I am God. The I am affirmations. Anything that follows I am is the truth because you declare it. I am love. I am generous. I am kind. I am compassionate. I'm giving out loving kindness. I'm aware. Wake up. Wake up and know the truth of who we are. We are the loving life force of the universe, created in the image of the life force of the universe. And when we're aware of this force, everything is possible. Be still and know. Now I'm going to invite us to come back and have a conversation with my son. I love duo team with you.
Me too.
I love working with you, son.
I love working with you too, Dad.
Leading this manifestation meditation with you was just beautiful.
So beautiful working with you.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Feel the love?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Mm.
And that's what I wanted to feel when I came into the new year. I want to feel love.
Exactly.
I want to feel peace. And I
Yes.
want to feel connected. And I want to feel like I belong. And I want to know that I'm making a difference in the world.
Yes. And you are.
And so are you.
Thank you. Mm.
Let's break down for a few minutes for people. Well, I don't want to move too quickly.
Yes.
I'm enjoying the vibration.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah. As we begin this very first day in the new year. Wow. I am so excited about what we're going to do this year, son.
I'm also excited. This is the year. It's so much manifestation is going to happen.
Is happening. Is your brother around?
No, I'm in a different room.
There you are. Okay. Let's think
Um,
about you. Let's think about your first meal here in America. Let's manifest your first meal in America.
my first meal. Um, I don't know what you're going to prepare for me because I'm used to the local version of food this side. So
How about how about grilled chicken?
yeah, there's what I know that is chicken. So in the form it comes, yeah, I'll be welcome because it is chicken.
So everybody likes grilled chicken. So we're gonna and I don't eat meat, so we're gonna have grilled chicken.
Yes.
And how about fresh corn? You like corn?
Yes, corn. I have no problem with it because
Corn on fresh corn on the cob
yes, yeah,
with butter.
with butter. Yes, butter. I eat.
Yeah, so we're gonna have grilled chicken.
Yes.
We're gonna have fresh corn on the cob.
Mm.
What else do you like?
Uh, I'll welcome whatever the universe provides. I'll welcome it.
Well,
Yes.
how about we do some, maybe we'll grill some vegetables. We'll grill some squash and we'll grill some zucchini. We'll grill some eggplant and some peppers and some onions. So we'll
Yeah.
have a mixed grill of different vegetables. And
Yes.
we'll have corn and maybe I'll make a big salad with lettuce and tomatoes and
And
fresh
you're
garden greens.
the biggest chef I know, so whatever comes, I know it will be sweet. You're a chef, and I also love cooking. I like new foods because I want to test it. As I one time told you, when some new thing comes into like in our area, some eat. I don't want someone to lie to me how it tastes, so I go and buy it if it is affordable. I buy it and taste it. Even if I eat it once in a lifetime. I eat. I want to taste it so that people don't lie to me that it tastes like this. I want to know it tastes.
Let's take it. Let's play with a really fun one that's maybe a
Yeah.
little far. I don't know. Is sushi available in Africa? When I was in Africa, I didn't see a lot of Japanese sushi bars.
I think it is there, but in big hotels and restaurants, yeah.
Mhm.
Because that is not our kind, so
I know it's one of my favorite meals, but it's something. But the reason why I bring it up, it was something I certainly didn't grow up eating was raw fish. You know,
Okay.
so when I moved to New York City,
Mm.
God knows how long time ago, 50
Yeah.
years ago, probably.
Yes.
Um, my boyfriend at the time took me out for sushi.
Mm.
Thought, wow, raw fish. He said, just try it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine because all I could think about was when I was in South Georgia, catching fish. The last
Yeah.
thing I wanted to do is they were delicious fried, but the last thing I wanted to do is to eat
It's
a raw
eat
one.
fish.
I didn't think I wanted to eat a raw bass.
Yeah.
But I said, okay, I'll go. But it's very specific kinds of fish,
Mm.
almost all from the seafood. And it's properly prepared and cooked, and it's absolutely delicious. And
Okay.
that's something that I look forward to
I know I would love it because
experiencing with you while you're here. It's just to see your expression and to see your face. Um, some things you're probably going to like, and some things you're probably not going to like. But I'm really excited about your
I,
open mind to it all, and just seeing you experience eating different things. That's one of the exciting things that I'm looking forward to is when you and your brother and Abba arrive is just to experience being with you to experience all these new things that you haven't experienced before.
according to how I would
Yes,
say, or try to enjoy it, like to looking forward to tasty sushi. I know I'll enjoy it.
you will. You will like it.
Yeah, I've seen it in the movies, We're going to eat sushi. Sushi. Yeah. Oh, let's go and taste it, Yeah, and it will, if others can eat it, why can't I?
Yeah, I agree.
And I hear is it expensive?
Yeah, it's not cheap and it's not expensive. It's
Oh,
not,
really?
I mean, you can go out and have a nice sushi lunch for a few dollars, or you can go out and have a big, nice sushi dinner and have a lot, and it can be kind of expensive, but it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. But it's you don't want it too cheap because remember you want fresh seafood. You want it to be fresh and well taken care of. One of
Yeah.
the best sushi places around. And I think that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow is go get some sushi maybe. We had a wonderful. What did you have for your New Year's dinner? Y'all have a New Year's dinner there?
We did prepare something special because we just had just the usual one. It was chicken, but not special, like special, the KFC style. Yeah, it was just chicken and the usual foods. I like so much the local foods, the bananas and uh, anything that comes. But that's what we had. We had chicken and bananas.
Nice. I
Mm.
like bananas too.
You
I
like?
had chicken. I love bananas.
Okay. By the way, did you test the version of ours? Because I know by the time it reaches there, it is powder. I don't know how it reaches there, but here,
You remember I've been to Nairobi
yes.
and I had fresh fruit every day at their buffet, and I had lots of local fresh fruit from Africa. And
I
you're
know.
right, it is absolutely delicious.
Very delicious.
And they had different fruits that I never heard of, ever had much, but they were bountiful and they were delicious. I had one of the things I remember most And I
Mm.
loved about my trip was when I came over and met Abba was our breakfast together.
Yeah.
That was some of our favorite times. Abba loves to eat breakfast, but he's so fun to watch
Yeah.
him eat breakfast, you know.
Yes.
So what we're doing, people, audience, is we're manifesting our meals together. We're manifesting our life together in the United States because we're visualizing it, we're feeling it, we're
Yeah.
seeing it as it's already happening. And this is what
Exactly.
I encourage with you and your family. You know, there's something you and your family want to do. Let's say you want to go on a trip in
Yes.
2024, and your ego is saying, oh, you can't afford a trip. Let that go. Never say you can't afford to do something because every time you say you can't afford something, that's what you're going to get. Remember, what you think is what you create. If I think I can't afford it, you're going to create, I can't afford it. Instead, I want to invite you, if you sit with your family and think, I want to create a nice vacation with my family this year. I want to travel to Puerto Rico with my family. Make it the place you want to go. You and your family really want to go to, and then make it happen.
Mm.
Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the money. Just have it on your heart together to manifest something wonderful to happen. It's going to raise your vibration and change the world. We are meant to come here to enjoy life, people. The creator of the universe created this magnificent planet full of rich resources for us to enjoy. And there is plenty for everyone. No one needs to go to bed hungry. No one needs to go to bed without eating. There's plenty of food on this planet for every single human being to be fed. Let's manifest that in the new year. Because the truth is, that is the truth. There is no lack of food. There's only a lack of distribution. So let's solve the distribution problem. Let's manifest a solution to distribution so that every single man and woman on the planet eats every single day. Because there's enough food on this planet to feed every single person every single day. And we don't have to chop down our rainforests. We don't have to destroy our environment to get there. We just need to be in alignment with the universe herself. And she will provide for us. We can't keep raping her, plowing down her rainforest, disrespecting her people. We have to show love and respect for everything. And when we do, we'll get it back. Let's manifest a world of love and peace and prosperity next year for everyone to enjoy. What do you think about that, son?
Um, like the way you said, what you think is what you create. Don't think about how, just think about it. It will happen. Manifest for it, wish for it. It will come to pass. In Because the way we create things comes from us, and you cannot create something like when you're in panic. Relax, relax, wish for it, and then start planning for it. Like feel it, visualize it. It will happen in the way you even do not understand. It will happen. Just believe in it. You want a good vacation. By the way, now there are some things when you're manifesting for things, there is a way they come like turning points. You wish for something, it comes in a way you do not expect it, and it happens. You get that happiness. There's a special kind of happiness that comes after it happened. The way my life has changed with manifestation, I cannot even tell, because so much is happening. It's like the movie, like, because it is changing so drastically, and I feel so grateful about it. Like how you money, like you are always telling me, I've taught you how to manifest, and you have taught me how to manifest. So it is vice versa. I feel so good about it. I didn't know I could even do it, but it just happened.
Yeah, you taught me. I will
Yeah.
have to say, you certainly have.
Yeah.
What you really taught me is that there's a reason why people call you grandpa, is
Yes.
because there's an ancient spiritual deep wisdom deep in your inside of you that you know well, and maybe you got to know that part of you so well from some of the tough situations that you've been in your life, and you've had to go inside to tap into that source of strength and resiliency to survive, like many of you living in a refugee camp. And
Yes.
I believe that, as I've said, I went to Africa and found some diamonds in a desert. You're one of those diamonds. And when I breathed a little bit of love back into you, it came back to life.
Yes.
And look at what you're doing.
My
The
goodness.
universe has a plan for you. And what's really good for me is that it includes me in that plan.
I had really lost that way. I felt that I had lost everything, and I was at the age at what I was at the age. But right now, I'm in the center of everything. I feel finished. I feel grateful. I feel everything, every good feeling, because I have whatever it takes to live a happy life. I have a loving father, I have a loving brother. I'm manifesting for things and they are coming the way I want them to happen. I'm so grateful for the universe that has made me what I am. And
Yeah.
think I continue to manifest for greater good, because I want to change even the way my fellow Africans, how they think about things, how they look at life, so such that they don't lag behind, they don't stay behind. They've got to cope up with what the world wants. You manifest and things come their way. They come the way the manifestation changes life is different from the way, like begging or uh, stressing the mind for things. When you manifest for things, you no longer get worried about how things are going to happen. They happen gradually, eventually. Yes.
I want to just read something, son.
It's okay,
Uh,
Dad.
every day, right now I'm reading again. I read this book 25 years ago, and
Okay.
I know when I read it because I put a date on it. The last
Okay.
time I read this was in 2000 was October the 2nd in 2009.
Okay.
And it's a book by by Wayne Dwyer. It's called "Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life: Living the Wisdom of the Tao Te Ching." I don't know if you're familiar with the Tao Te Ching, but it's like 70 something verses of 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 of, of the path, the way of living. And let me just read the seventh verse, which was the one that was for today.
Okay.
And I'd like to get your thoughts about it.
Okay.
Heaven is eternal. The earth endures. Why do heaven and earth last forever? They do not live for themselves only. This is the secret of their durability. For this reason, the sage puts himself last and so ends up ahead. He stays a witness to life, so he endures. Serve the needs of others, and all of your own needs will be fulfilled. Through selfless action, fulfillment is attained. Let me read that for us one more time, very slowly again. and give you a chance to sort of absorb it, and then I'll let you comment on
Okay.
it. The idea is living beyond the ego.
Okay.
Heaven is eternal, the earth endures. Why do heaven and earth last forever? They do not live for themselves only. This is the secret of their durability. For this reason, the sage puts himself last and so ends up ahead. He stays a witness to life, so he endures. Serve the needs of others, and all of your own needs will be fulfilled. Through selfless action, fulfillment is attained. What do you think about that, son? What comes up for you in that
Uh,
reading now?
what is, for example, if I fight for other people's maybe freedoms, or if I do good for others, the others will fight me. For example, if I happen to be there for my kids, that is the best example I can give. If I be best version of myself in the eyes of my kids, if I live like their dad, I won't have to even uh, do everything for myself afterwards because they feel my impact towards them. And when they are about who to help first, when they've become what they have to become, they will think of me. So while I'm fighting for their well-being, I'm fighting for myself. I'm
Yes,
I'm doing everything good for them, such that they know my presence. They understand how to do for even others, even if they've not like they will know what to do. For example, I've fought for them. I've done every good thing for them. They will know that, and in the later years, they will fight for me. They will know I'm their dad, and they will do every good thing for me.
that's right.
Yeah, I've lived for
And
them. They will live for me afterwards because
right.
yes.
And recently, as you know, since we started working together. We have a for-profit business, and we're making some money. You're making some money right now. And we was talking the other day about what drives you is your love for your kids, right?
Exactly.
It's not the love of money. That's what we're talking about. What he wants to manifest is a loving, responsible relationship to his four children that he is estranged from right now because of circumstances beyond his control.
Yes.
And it's only temporary. One day he will be back with his kids. They'll be living with us here in the United States, hopefully at some point, visiting with us. But for now, he can't live with his kids, but he wants to take care of them. So, talk a little bit about how good it feels to be in a position to be one, doing something that you love, which is working with me as a life coach and manifesting teacher,
Yes.
and making money doing what you love to
That
take
is
care of your children that you love. That's a perfect example of manifestation, isn't it?
exactly because I'm doing what I love. I've loved being a coach since I was little because uh, it came with what I felt about others. I always spotted my friends, my fellows with something distressing them, like some issues with their mind. Just looking at them, and getting to know, they are not happy. And trying to find out from them, telling them, I even give them advice before they even tell me what the problem is. I tell them, what it is, whatever it is not worth your time. Don't think about it. It is bringing you down. You got to stay up. You got to look forward. You got to be, to let it go. And afterwards, they even tell me, and I even give them more advice, and they listen to me. So I've always wanted to be a coach because this is what I am. It is what I am. So it feels good that I'm doing what I love, and it comes with what like the money. That is, everyone loves money, but again, when it comes, there is some other thing, some important role I'm playing with it. That is loving my kids. I love them even when the money is not there, but again, feel like doing giving them or solving their needs, paying their hospital bills, paying their school fees. That is the best thing. That is taking care of them. So it comes from doing what I'm loving, and again, I do what I love. That is caring for my kids. So it is happiness all over.
But that's the beautiful nature of manifesting and living in the heart, because it's whole, it's wholehearted, it's complete. There's
Yes,
nothing missing.
yes,
Everything is complete, everything is in alignment. You're doing what you love, you're helping your fellow East Africans, you're certainly helping me, because when I coach with you, you raise my vibration, I raise
thank
your vibration. So together we raise the vibration collectively when we go out and do our work together, and we
you.
make the
Yes,
world better, and it raises the vibration of others. And I make money so I can take care of my family here. I have a husband. We have a house and a mortgage, and we have bills to pay. And we get to create a nice home for ourselves, doing what I love doing, and
exactly.
also being able to make money to help pay the cost of bringing my family to the United States, because I want them to be with me. It costs money to get a plane ticket and to get you here. But money's okay. It's an expression of love if it comes in this right formula.
Exactly.
And the universe is always going to supply you with all the resources that you need to manifest the future that you desire. And that's what we're trying to explain to everyone. We're a living example. Um, Deriss Nas and I both. I wasn't here a year ago. This is the first year ever I actually really enjoyed the new
Mhm.
year, because I
Yeah.
understood who I am and what I'm here to do in a new way.
Mm.
And I'm just really excited about what we're going to be creating next year. And the coaching program that we're doing, I'm just very excited about that. I think we're going to have a really fun time next year. We're just getting started, son.
Exactly. We're starting.
Let me ask you a question,
Yes.
and take your time about this.
Yes.
What would you like to say to men and women on my side of the ocean coming into the new year? Um, as an East African, brilliant East African man who loves unconditionally, and I know loves Americans, Westerners unconditionally, because you love me that way. What is the message you'd like to share with Americans today, coming into the new year, in preparing themselves to have the best year of their life? What would you tell them to do to have the most exciting, to manifest the most exciting year ever in 2024?
Okay. Thank you, Dad. One thing I would like to tell the Americans, the Western people from the West, is first of all, believe in humanity. Believe in humanity. Be the better version of yourself. Look at yourself, how you are right now. You might be good. You are good already. Look at the better version of that. What can you do to change this world? Is it support someone in need? Is it giving advice to someone that needs it? Is changing someone's life? Do something that is going to change someone's life. Leave a legacy. Do something that when people look at it or people hear about it, they'll always praise your name in a good way. They will say, that there is a man, there is a woman who said this, but it has changed my life. It touched me and it made me move from one step to another. It made me make a move to support this person. It made me, be a better version of yourself. Look into yourself. Look at what you can leave behind. Look at what you can do that can impact the people from all over the world. Not only
Mhm.
Africans, not only to your people, but all over the world. Think about it. What can it be? What is that? Look into that and try to leave a legacy. You can do it. Believe in it.
I
Believe.
love that, son. I think that's exactly what people need to hear is to not only be a better version, but be the best. Strive to be the best version of yourself every moment of every day.
Yes.
Not just to be better, but to be the best version, and maybe be better than that means be better than the version you were yesterday, and to strive to be better than the version out tomorrow. I'll try to be better than I was today. I'm always striving to be the best version of me. And what that
Exactly.
means for me is to be in the most positive vibrational stage with zero negativity. The best version of me is positive energy form. And I would say that's the best version of everyone. And we can
Yes.
so easily, particularly in a world out there, it's got so much chaos and so much turmoil. And that's not going to be forever. We're going to manifest new. Remember, we're manifesting peace in 2024. But in the meantime, don't get pulled into all the drama. It will lower your vibration. Stay away from the news. Anything that lowers your vibration, you're the one that has to protect your vibration. If you want to be the best version of you, you have to protect your vibrational field from yourself. Really, it's who you're
Mm-hmm.
protecting, because the ego would love to go out there and get involved in all that stuff and be right and win some battles, and that ain't the answer. The answer is to let all that go and be the most loving, positive version, judgment free, without judgment for yourself, without judgment for others, and be that positive, best version of yourself. Your life will be so much more exciting than if you're trying to be a version of yourself to please other people. And that's what I don't think, that's the message that I have for my fellow Americans here. Stop trying to make other people happy. Stop trying to make your mama proud like I did. I worked so hard to become the top producer in a big firm to make my mother proud. My mother loved me regardless of what I did. And your mother loves you too. So yeah, she wants you to be successful, but it's not going to hold her love back. So my question for all you Americans is let go of your own agenda, because the universe has if you're not serving others, you're not serving the right agenda. If everything you're doing every day is about making your life better, making more money, being successful, that's not really going to serve the world. It might make you feel good temporarily, but it's not going to bring you happiness. What my son and I are trying to explain to you, even in the worst conditions of the world, which I won't even describe to you what it's like for him to live in that camp. He doesn't live in the camp anymore. He lives in a safe house near the camp, where it's much safer and much pleasant to live, actually. Uh, and But even in those conditions, it's not it's like living in a war zone, isn't it, son? Some days. I mean, even in the camp, it's certainly got its problems and
Yes.
limitations. So we will be happy when he gets here, but it doesn't mean that in the meantime that we can't live in a place of peace and prosperity and love and joy and happiness to manifest the future we want to live in. So it's really what you said was the best advice ever, and that's to be a better version of yourself every day
Yes.
and let go of all those positive beliefs and opinions and thoughts that are telling you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, and quit trying to prove you're worthy. You don't have to you can't prove you're worthy. You're just worthy. So many Americans are always trying to prove they're worthy. And just try to show the world how much you love. See if you can love more than anybody else next year. That's the best version of you. That's my motto. I'm going to love fiercely next year. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to love you. I'm going to love the world. That's exciting. To love is exciting. To live in love is exciting. To be in love is exciting.
Yes.
That's what the universe is inviting us to do. And that's what manifesting is. It's being in that flow of unconditional loving energy.
Yeah. So beautiful working with you, Dad.
So we're good working with you too. So what a wonderful way to bring in the new year.
Exactly. It's been so beautiful, and I pray to the world that they do something that will change this world. You are doing a great work. You've done a great work to us, the East Africans. When you came, it was a miracle. To me, it is a miracle that you are in my life, and I really appreciate that you're here, that you came. You have changed my life, and when you have changed my life, you are changing a lot of other people's lives. There are 4 grandkids there. We have other people around here that are listening to what we are saying and are getting something from it. So they are also changing their perspective, like in the thinking perspective. They are becoming better versions of themselves and best versions. So you are changing a lot of lives. You are changing a lot of lives, and thanks to the universe that has brought you,
Let's
that
get
brought
let's
you.
give some let's give some names to our extended family, to our grandson. There's Ali, the oldest one, who's
Yeah,
got some good dancing legs. That Ali loves to dance. I think he
yeah,
takes after his dad. And then there is Hussein,
yeah.
Hussein,
Pain, yes. There's
and then
Yasmin,
there's Nordine.
Nordin, and then there's Yasmin.
Yasmin is the young daughter, the young granddaughter.
Yeah,
They're just gorgeous children,
yeah. Thank you
absolutely
so much.
gorgeous children.
Yeah.
And I never in a million years, I look at myself here and I look 10 years younger than I did this time last year. And that's because you came into my life, you know?
So much. Thank you so much for
I got to take care of myself. I got a family to raise now.
exactly. And they have a grandfather to take care of. I have a dad to take care of.
We're gonna
So
have a lot of we're gonna have a lot of fun taking care of each other next year, aren't we?
thank you for that.
Yeah. What would you like to say to your fellow East Africans in the new year, particularly
Yes.
East Africans who are refugees, who are, for whatever reason, if you're a refugee, this is the thing. If you're a refugee, and there's 500,000 of them in Kenya right now, if you're a refugee, it doesn't matter why you're a refugee.
Mm.
It only matters that you've been forced to leave your home country with nothing, leave your family, leave your friends, leave all your possessions, because your life is at risk in your
Yes.
native country, because your culture is, or because there's war, whatever the reason is, you have no place to live. So what we're doing here at the Diamond Mine Project, and which is part of what we do, is our nonprofit, is we're helping our fellow East Africans resettle in the United States. And there's some programs, Welcome Corps, which is put out by the United States State Department, which allows for individual citizens to support refugees of their choice. And I'm going to be supporting Deriss and Khalid and Abba, and maybe some others, but certainly the three of them first, to come to the United States next year through the Welcome Corps. So, and there's a lot, and I'm also doing work on my side to find other people. So if you're listening to this and you're an American and you're interested in supporting an East African to come to the United States, reach out to us and we can help you. We're looking for people on our side to support. And I'd like you to talk from the standpoint of the East Africans looking for support, and give some hope to your fellow East Africans as we round up this show. And we want to give hope to East Africans that help is on the way. Just like I came, and I think you made the observation once that it felt like the helicopter finally came over and dropped the rope, that you've been praying for that helicopter. And finally
Yeah.
the helicopter came over and dropped the rope and said,
Yeah.
climb up. We got things to do, son. So what do you
Excellent.
want to tell your fellow East Africans who might be looking for that helicopter and afraid and thinking, am I going to die in this camp, in this desert? The answer is no, you're not.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Dad. Uh, what I can tell my fellow East Africans that are in the refugee camp, basically, the hope is on the way. Help is on the way. It is coming. One thing you shouldn't lose, that is hope. You shouldn't lose hope, because those that know me know where I was. They know where I had reached, because there are people we were together and they were looking at me. I always offered advice to people, but again, I was losing it. I was losing it. I was feeling it was the end, up to when help came. Hope is coming, and we are going to get out of this place. We are going to get out of this place. Our dreams will be fulfilled. We are going to a place where our dreams will be fulfilled, our goals reached. So don't lose hope. You will get hope anytime. Just be patient. It will come. Just be patient. Find something that you can hold on. Find something that you can hold on. Hope is coming. You shouldn't lose hope. That's what I can say. That is the best I can tell you.
Yeah, and I want to just add, when you said find something, you can find us. We are here to help you.
Yes.
We have an organization called the Diamond Mind Academy. We have jobs available if you qualify. We have programs. The program is specifically designed to help you relocate. We can give you some guidance. We are a community. You can't do it alone. The one thing I can tell you is join us. You can go to our website, www.diamondmindacademy.org, and you can find out all about all of our programs. We do a daily meditation. We've been on a sabbatical for a couple of weeks, redesigning everything for the new year. But very soon you can go to our website and you can find gateways to all sorts of things for you to participate. A lot of them are free. Everything we do is free for the East Africans, by the way. That's with our coaching program. We have a 2-for-1 scholarship match. So any paid subscriber to our scholarship programs buys 2 scholarships for East Africans. So everything is about sharing and giving hope to everybody. Hope to the Americans that they can stop having to try to prove they're worthy and start actually enjoying what they got and live in the abundance of the world they live in and be grateful for what they have. And also to provide some hope and some love for, because this is our community. So join our community, whether you're on the West. What we're saying to you is this: come join our community in some way. There are gateways where we do coaching, where you could pay for some things. And there are ways where we just do teaching and meditation. You can just come and hang out with us and get to know us.
Yes.
We're really about building community, a community of hope for our East Africans. So the invitation is just to come and hang out with us, get to know us, and talk to us. We're very easy to get a hold of. And in today's technology, it's just a matter of a click of a button, and here we are on two different sides of the planet. My son is in Kakuma, Kenya, and I'm in West Orange, New Jersey, and we're talking right now. And we do this every day. We're living in the 5th dimension, playing 3D space chess. So that's what I would say is, you're not alone.
Yeah.
You're not alone. And if you're on the Western side, the American side, please join us and join our community and help me bring hope to our East African brothers and sisters. And if you're on the if you're in Africa, come join our community so that you're not alone. You have our love and have our support. So I see we're now at 1:00 in the morning here. We're well into the new year.
Yeah.
Probably, I guess it's around 9:00 in the morning for you.
Exactly, it is.
So I'm going to let you have the final word here tonight. And I just want to tell you how much I've enjoyed just being on here today to just share our story and share our journey of what we're doing and where we are, and invite others to join us. So go ahead, son. You've had the final word, and we'll say Happy New Year.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dad. I'm so grateful for this very moment. I'm so grateful that I've passed through the last year. Passed through the last years. This is another year of greatness, of good things, not only for me, but for even everyone in the world. I just pray that God gives us the strength and the wisdom to go through it. We are going to do it. So feel it, believe it, you will do it. Thank you so much. I wish everyone a very beautiful and prosperous 2024. Thank you so much. I love you all.
I love you too.